hello, everybody. Get on out of your car as you left your parking garage at General Hospital, New York, and drove all the way to Maryland. You're in Washington, D.C. now.
Yep.
There's plenty of parking right here, right now at Orphe Jeans. People are out, celebrating themselves and having a great time with their families. Because I told them to earlier to go spend some time with your families. So,
Sure did.
so they're doing that, and so there's lots of room in the Orphe Jeans parking lot. Find yourself a space next to the door, and come on in. Come on in. You know, it makes me think of the country way a little bit, Ma. I'm sitting here pretending I'm at the country way.
Yeah. Yeah, that has a lot of memories, doesn't it?
Yeah. Come sit around the table. Kaiwan is here. Come sit around the table. Kaiwan, Lee, Kita. There's plenty of chairs left for everybody else to come on and hang out at Orphe Jeans. What kind of music you want? You want some articulates? Huh? We've loaded the
Absolutely.
articulates, all right? And coming soon, folks. Coming soon. Brand new R&B album. Okay? Anita being very gracious with that, to be honest. You know, she doesn't want to be front and center. She's like, opportunity for me, nay. Nay and nary. I've had too many. You know who deserves this one? It's these girls here.
Tracy and Sharon.
Tracy and Sharon, you guys can have this. You guys can do it. And as a matter of fact, we're going to sprinkle a little Barbara in there, too. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not? Why not? Hey, Michelle, Jeannie. There's plenty of room here at the Orphe Jeans table. Sit on down.
Oh my
We haven't
gosh.
placed an order yet. They haven't come by for drinks, so don't worry. You're here. You're here just in time.
Everything Dana Leslie had going on this week, right?
So is that what you want to dive into first, Ma? Your favorite character on this show, Dana Leslie. Her real name, Dana Leslie.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's talk about it, Ma. Give me your reaction. Let me know. You're watching this. You're watching it all unfold. Okay. Last week we were like, "Who's this lady?" This lady was here to drop some truth.
Yes. I didn't think it was going to be, I'm not surprised that that's what it was. I was surprised that it was so revealed in one episode. You know?
Yeah. I understand. They weren't dragging it out. They weren't leaning on foreshadowing and an extended conversation. No. Leslie's mom was like, knock, knock, knockity knock. By the
Yeah.
way, here's a bombshell of everything.
Yeah.
Jeannie's
And
behind on
you know,
beyond the
at,
gate, so
at,
here's your
at first
catch up, Jeannie.
Leslie was snarky and all
Of
that,
course,
and
because she's not going to be,
how is she not, right?
right?
But by the time they finished talking,
Hmm.
she had tears rolling down her face.
I mean, and that just also goes to show just the incredible talents as well behind. I wish I knew cast members' names better. I watch this show, but I'm not watching. I listen a lot, so I hear the theme song, but I'm not necessarily always seeing the opening credits to associate the actors' names to the
Yeah,
characters
you
yet.
know, and I can't tell you off the top of my head who it is either.
And that's a
I'm
failing on our part.
sorry.
That
I'm
really
sorry.
is. That really is.
Yeah, we should have.
As podcasters, we should be doing way better when it comes to that. For sure, for sure.
Right. I really do.
Like for absolute sure. There's no reason to not.
Yeah,
Trisha Mann Grant, of which I knew
there
the
you
entire
go.
time, absolutely. Anyway, it goes to show the incredible, just the talents
And I
behind
know
her.
that she's married to a member of the Temptations.
She
I paid
is.
attention. Yeah, I've paid attention to
Yeah,
her
we know
some.
about her. We just don't
Pretty-
know her name because we're bad people. You can say that.
We're famous for
You
that.
could.
Not a good quality. It's true.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Anyway,
no! Anyway, so I do want to compliment that because um, I don't want to call Leslie one note or anything, but we've been getting crazy Leslie a lot, and that's not bad. It's been very enjoyable. It's
yeah,
been very
we've got
entertaining.
mean, full of herself, Leslie, more than
Yeah,
any.
yeah. So to see more of the range, more of the character, more of the acting chops of the actress behind the character, that's always a joy. And so
Yeah.
that was fun to see. That was enjoyable to see. She took us on a ride there, and if you were settled into the scene and you were willing to go with it, then you got to go on a little mini journey.
You did. And we did see a different side of Leslie. I don't think she's changed, that's for sure.
Oh no!
When she puts all this together, that she actually has quite a bit of money sitting in
Oh
this trust.
yes. Oh, yes.
Got a lot of money sitting there.
Building and waiting, building and waiting. Kaiwan is already poking some holes in it, saying the timeline doesn't match. But hey, maybe we're gonna find out that Leslie's older or younger than she thinks she is, or something. You know, maybe there's some layers here.
I found it interesting that her mom didn't ask about Eva at all, or even look at the picture of Eva and Leslie that's sitting right there.
Because she doesn't care. Maybe she doesn't know about Eva. She's a big secret. You can only come visit me when Eva's at school. That way I can hide her existence.
Who knows, right? Who
You
knows?
can't
But
put
I just
anything
found that
past
odd.
Leslie. Yeah, I guess that just wasn't what the scene was
Oh
about.
my gosh, but the showdown between Leslie and Anita, what's coming up? Oh my word.
You drove
Now
my
I've
mother to
heard all these.
suicide.
Now, what do you guys think? Do you think possibly Vernon is actually Leslie's father, or do you think
Hmm?
it's that dirty manager guy? What was his name?
Chuck Berry.
No, I want to say
No, I
Dante,
don't
but
know.
I'm not
I
sure.
think it was Dante. I think
Yeah.
that's right. I
So
think that's
yeah,
right.
that guy. You know, the manager,
Ay, ay,
the
ay.
manager of the group that was, but not so nice of a person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning toward that guy, Dante, not Vernon. Maybe I just, and maybe I'm just protective of Vernon because I don't want, you
You
know what I
find him to
mean?
be a sweet old man. You don't want him
I
wrapped
want
up in
him to
this.
stay, I want him to, I don't want him to join the old Ted and Bill team.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
You don't want him to join Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I understand.
No, I don't.
I get it. I think that you might have got it though last week though. I think the most damning part of this all is Anita being all like, "Well, you're never gonna be welcome in the Dupree home. You're never gonna be one of us." And if it turns out that she is indeed the granddaughter of Vernon, Eva, that is, then of course she's a Dupree and could be welcome in the Dupree home.
Yeah, that we are. Yeah, boy, that would be like that would be taken in because that was Anita usually doesn't say a bunch of foul things about people. You know?
No, she's rather civil.
Yeah, but it is really taking Anita just rubbing her nose in it real hard there. Because she did say, and you're never. And she did it.
Never.
And she was mean to her at a time where she was actually vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Eva.
Yeah.
She was very vulnerable at the time, and she did it in front of everybody as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah, I guess in a way, if that's how they write it, that's what Anita gets.
Hmm. I don't want Vernon to have been unfaithful to Anita, even though I know it's soapy, says Del J. But I think the timeline matches where this kind of she and Vernon weren't together during this whole era of the Articulates.
Yes, I'm thinking this was, right. It would have to be right before Barbara left.
Yeah, and I think that yeah, because it's not like the Articulates knew she was super preggers, right? Or did they?
Right.
Really? No,
No.
I'm blending Brooklyn storylines with Gio's mom lying about being on tour and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. I think that the timeline matches for her to like have to sneak away, have this baby, and be like, oh, maybe she died in childbirth, and they covered it up with unaliving herself. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I think that Vernon being her dad is likely, if not a guarantee, but I think it's very likely. And also, I feel as though Leslie
That's for sure.
has, I think Leslie has been depicted as, or seems to be, slightly older than Nicole.
Yes.
Like still age appropriate. They would be,
Yes. Like
in the same
5 years.
elementary school together.
Like
But
5 years.
yeah. But I feel like Nicole is younger than Leslie, and so that matches as
I
well when
agree.
it comes to any sort of unfolding timeline. So, I think that Leslie might. I think Leslie might be Vernon's daughter.
Anita is going to be beyond herself if this comes out to be true.
It's gonna be beyond the gates. What can I say?
It will.
I'm gonna have
Oh
to
my
use that.
God.
I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna when
Literally.
Because every week half of the image is beyond something, and the other half is something Days of Our Lives related. So beyond herself is going to be the big Anita reveal when she finds out just how closely related she truly is to Leslie and Eva. The
Oh my
family expands. Eva may end up, says Del J. Eva may end up being Nicole's daughter, even though we did see Eva and Leslie have a great mother-daughter moment this week. At this point, I'm not sure that Eva was taken from the hospital as a baby. I'm still leaning. Now I'm back on the side of Leslie legitimately had this child.
Didn't they say something very, very early on, something about surrogacy?
Something early on. I remember that coming up.
Early on. What do you guys think? Can you remember for us? My
Yeah, let
goodness.
us know. Let us know. Cassie wonders if Vernon is going to be Dana's dad. Look at that, using Leslie's legitimate first name, Dana.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having no concerns about throwing bills in the garbage. She is something else. She's going to buy a house behind the gates and annoy the Duprees for the rest of her life.
Exactly. If
That's
she's
funny.
not careful, though, she'll be broke quick because there's not going to be a who knows how much more is going to be rolling in,
Yeah,
beyond her
absolutely.
finding out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would
Oh my God.
stop. But
She is so extravagant, though. And so, like, just like, I don't know. She's something.
any sort of money that Leslie comes into from the fund that Anita is doing is going to be it's going to be stopped. It's not going to be refilled. Not once
No,
Anita knows who gets the money.
Leslie is the kind of woman that will just go lavishly buy a wardrobe and then the PG&E bill, she don't pay it till it comes in a pink envelope.
She's going to spend it like the Menendezes.
Exactly.
I love to hate Leslie. Trisha Mann Grant does a great job as Dana Leslie, and you're absolutely right, Del J. She's one of the highlights for me of the cast. I really like her. I mean, there's something real special about Big Danny. Like, there's something magnetic about her giant eyes that you just can't walk away from. I continue to miss original Ted. Turtleneck Ted is what they call him lovingly in the fan community. I still do find myself
The
missing him.
connection he was dressed like that a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just waiting for that anchor moment. I'm still really happy with. I'm kind of almost alone on this island, though. But I'm still pretty happy with Smitty and Martin. I like their little tumultuous relationship that they have. I like the added drama of now the twins knowing and having met them. Like these stories a little bit on fast forward, like information, resolution, same episode, boom. Not necessarily
So
always the same episode, but you know what I mean.
yeah, and it seems now, June's been um clean and sober long enough now
And looking
to,
good.
her brain is starting to come back together.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She's not trying to pay the bill with Monopoly money anymore.
Right, right. She's putting memories together because of images that she sees.
Hmm.
They did a wonder on her, Mama. She's looking slick,
Yeah, she looked great. She
right?
looked, and I like what they've done so far. I wanted the children to want to meet her, and I wanted the kids to want to see her again. I wanted
Yeah.
that. So
So I'm because they're done with the Marty's secret story. I mean, it might rear its ugly head with some sort of consequence down the line, but that's not what's dragging the family down. That's not what's pulling the family's stories, that family unit. That story's over. It's not driving that family unit anymore.
mhm.
And so now we're getting introduced to the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this going to mean for the family as a whole? Are they going to be drawn to getting to know their mother better? Is it going to drive some sort of jealousy wedge between Martin or Smitty or both or everyone when it comes to it?
Maybe. I'm really looking forward to the tender scene of I want June and Regina and the two kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I think the kids, they're going to remember Regina.
Yeah.
When they heard her name, they didn't
They're like,
say
huh.
anything, but
Yeah.
they seemed to recollect the name.
Yeah, because they weren't super tiny tots,
No, they were like, I guess 8 or 9.
something like that, old enough
Supposed to be
to.
pretty close together in age.
I guess that's yeah, yeah, and then like the yeah, the twins, quote unquote.
They're not.
The yeah, I get what you're saying though. It's like young enough to remember if triggered, but old enough now that their new life has totally superimposed their old one.
I don't, I'm not a fan of the idea of that late in their lives to change their names.
That is pretty late to change the names.
It's late to do that.
It's late to do that. I imagine that's less of a real life thing and more of a just like a plot convenience thing.
Oh, absolutely. I
That
don't
way
think
they
that.
can
I
refer to
think
these
a whole
kids
lot
as
of
different
people now are
names.
changing the names of 8 and 9 year olds,
Mm-hmm.
especially being siblings.
Yeah, yeah. I'm loving Carlton and Nicole because Ted needs to man up, says LJ. And that's that in our pre chat. That's who you were talking about. You're like, ooh,
I was talking about
Nicole's
that. You
getting
know,
her groove back.
yeah, there she is. Like, no, Nicole getting her groove back and she's serving Ted
Yeah,
papers and all that
yeah.
stuff.
And we'll have to hop on that.
Absolutely. Now, the only thing I wasn't a fan of, no, she wants to go out with Carlton. You. Nicole, go
Tyrell is
ahead.
older than Samantha. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
But not to the country club. Don't do
No, no. We'll have to hop into that in like 5 minutes. We got to make sure that we cover this whole June and the kids thing enough. Delja says it makes sense that Tyrell being older, it continued to be mad at June. I'm floored that Tyrell is the older of the two. I guess I never picked up
so.
on that
I
detail.
thought Tyrell was the older one too.
Yeah. I'm floored because I can't put down the age of the actual actors because he's not the older of the two in real life.
Oh, I
I
know.
can't shake
Samantha's.
it. I
I
can't
know
shake it.
Samantha's 30 years old.
Yeah, I wish that I was able to ignore that when I'm watching, but I just haven't been able to yet. And I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah,
Maybe she just
Tyrell is the older one, and
hmm
you know they seem to be about 18 months apart. You know, they're
that,
close,
that's all.
close together in
That's
age.
close enough for the family to joke and call them the twins.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
or like when you have like a age appropriate cousin, like born within the same month. Ah, the
sure,
twins.
yes. Um, I really understand why Tyrell would be the more angry, the more resentful of the two, because being the older one, even if they are close together in age, he had a burden of taking care of Cecile that he just would automatically do as the older sibling. You would just automatically do that. You
Yeah.
would step in and you would just do everything you could for that younger sibling to be okay in a messed up environment like that.
Yeah,
So
totally.
that would make him more bitter.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. So we're gonna have to see how that unfolds. I'm sure there's gonna be dramatic moments and heart wrenching scenes to look
And
forward to between
ultimately,
them
I
all.
think ultimately, she'll be there to stay as part of a member of the family.
That'd be
I what do
nice.
you want Marty and Smitty to break up permanently, or would you like them to survive and stay together?
I'd like them to survive and stay together, and then June can move in, or Cecile, whatever her name is going to be moving forward. Then she can move in, and then she can be an added member of the family on that set, and I don't know, cause drama. Who knows what she's picked up in her past?
Well, I've seen headshots and stuff of, and here we are, those names again. June, the actress,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't look like June.
All right, let's solve this problem here. June beyond the gates. Actor. Oh, on a fly here. Jasmine Burke.
Here you go.
Jasmine Burke.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. Lee says the kids will be slow to forgive June, but they'll come around. I hope. Oh,
Well, I think
hey,
it's going to be
Melissa.
a progression, and it should be a progression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Anita's
and
gonna flip a script. Oh,
I actually do hope that Marty and Martin and Smitty stay
yeah,
together.
yeah. I again, I like that their smash name is either Martin or Smitty. You know, you know. I
And
like it.
I enjoyed their pizza time as a family. Actually, I did.
It is. I think that they're a good unit, and I think that they should find ways to continue to get back together. I mean, I understand it's soap land and all that sort of stuff, but I feel like this couple has some mileage in it. You can get a couple of years of story out of them before you split them up. and ultimately split them up and put them back together. Their draw, this kid's. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right, now we can talk about Nicole getting her groove back. All right, she takes this man on a date. Not only she no. Let's get the sequence of events right here. She serves Ted papers,
She does.
and then she takes Carlton on a date, a very public date, at the Fairmont Crest Country Club,
Yes.
which you have deemed as not the correct course of action.
I don't think that it's wrong that she went out with him. I don't think it was right where she went. Just like back in the day, in the early part of the gates, it wasn't appropriate for Haley to want to go in there all the dang time too, and expect everybody to be nice.
So, like, my goodness
She was
gracious,
going in there
Mom.
for the wrong reason as well.
I don't think
And
that you should be allowed to join a country club because you would be so exclusive. You'd be like, oh, what are they doing here?
so I just don't think that, like I said, you do you. Go out with him, absolutely. Just don't go to the country club because
It's
that's
inviting
trying.
eyes, it's inviting whispers, it's inviting
Yeah,
rumors,
it
gossip,
is.
and drama.
It is. And you ask your parents, and the two of them, this is their biggest fault,
Hmm.
is they will do everything to make the Dupree family look clean and shiny all the time.
And all they
They
should have.
are so full of appearances, it's pathetic, Anita and Vernon. They are.
Oh, I mean, they
That
needed
is
to
their
be.
number one fault.
Gosh, I mean,
They're so,
it's definitely something that's splashed down onto their kids in a negative way.
yeah.
But I find it was very likely to be extremely necessary for them to achieve what it is that they have in life.
Uh-huh.
Holding up these images, they're hard to maintain though,
Uh-huh.
and people get burned. Like Nicole, like she's off on this spiral. We'll call it a spiral.
Uh-huh.
Because of the fact that they didn't include her in the whole Martin thing. If they included her in Martin, if Ted had just been like, hey, babe, I messed up. If just people had been honest with her about things,
Right.
she'd be more of a less of a hurt person. She would be less betrayed. She
Yeah.
feels very betrayed. And she wouldn't be trying so hard to re-find her own center and sense of self while she was lost in the sea of all of these liars.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine for Nicole to start living her single life, says Del J. Ted already invited the eyes and gossip with his affair and additional daughter.
So, more than Nicole going out with Carlton there.
Yeah.
I thought I enjoyed the scene with you know, hot pants Vanessa.
Bed hopping Vanessa. Vanessa
And
needs to buy herself a chastity belt, Vanessa.
so I thought that because she was dancing and she didn't seem like she was like trying to paint a face on, of happiness that wasn't genuine. I think she was kind of letting go a little bit.
Maybe that might be Vanessa's greatest strength. Is she? Well, she's not somebody that necessarily shies away from who she is and what she does. I mean, she might not tell everybody. She might try to keep it under wraps, but she's not looking at herself in the mirror and being like, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
No,
There's a sense of ownership of self, maybe, that Vanessa has.
it seems to be that way. Like, she's just, I don't know. I would just call she's shameless, actually.
Hey, and there's no
Whatever.
problem with that for the most part. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
And boy, her husband's about to crash and burn, isn't he? Doug's not doing well.
He isn't. He isn't. He's very close to just getting either getting eliminated for being a problem for the cops, or getting eliminated for being a problem for Joey, or getting eliminated for not being able to pay his debts, or just falling off a cliff because he drank too much. Just he's not doing well. You're totally right. I don't know the answer for Doug other than to just stop and move away.
It seems that I don't know what they're gonna do with Doug, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, are there
You know,
is his kids gonna show up at some point and be like, Dad, we're gonna help you put things back together?
boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be something if the girl out of the two, now they do have twins,
Yes.
But the girl out of the two, well, she's just like her mom. Oh my gosh. They could be crazy.
She's just out there and just being like, "Hey, Tomas. Hey, Andre. Hey, other young people on the cast."
Hey, Andre. Now you got nobody, huh?
Well, when you play in the pool for too long, eventually you get shriveled. What can I say? What can I say?
Yeah.
Is that an appropriate metaphor? Did that make any sense? I don't think it did.
Well, I don't know that he and Ashley are really over, but now Derek's done can't feel his legs.
Right, right. So, now Ashley needs to go spend some time and help him and make sure he's got, and then feed him his baby food and massage his quads and all sorts of nonsense.
I think that's coming.
We're getting there.
However, though, remember that's actually the expertise of Shanice.
It's gonna be, I don't know, Ma, because things get complicated with these youngins, right?
Hmm.
And they all just want each other. And certain members of the cast and certain character, I can't say members of the cast. I'll say certain characters on the cast of characters that we have of the show are okay playing the field with multiple at one time,
Hmm.
either known or unknown.
Hmm.
It could just get real messy. It could get real messy. Ashley could come in and there could be some random other person, somebody would never even thought, Cat's there. Feeding him grapes.
Well, gosh, Kat would like to be somewhere else than where she's at because that was a dud for number time.
Oh my
Second
gosh.
time was still a
So
dud.
I mean, so at this point, so now her dilemma is like, this isn't cool. I don't really want to keep doing this, and now you're gonna be sad that I don't want to keep doing this, but I don't want to break up with you because it's wrong. That's gonna be the struggle, right?
Yeah. I thought maybe that they would be better because, they did connect when they danced. At the beginning, they were all funky, but they did connect in the dance before they went over to, I guess, whose house was that? His? Hers?
Yeah, I don't know. So is it because she built it up as something in her head and then now it's not? Okay, so this isn't what I thought it was. Or is his technique just bad? Or like, not that she has anything to compare it to,
That's what I thought, actually.
because
How would you
I
know?
feel like
This
those
early in the game, how would you know?
isn't that something that somebody said it. I don't know if it was you or grandma or Aunt Chris or somebody at some point in my life was like, how could you ever be with the only person you've ever been with? How do you know if they're any good if you've got nothing to compare it to? Somebody has said that along the lines. I don't know who exactly owns it. But I guess Kat might need I don't know, maybe she needs to hang out with someone else. Someone nicer.
I think it is
Someone
really.
more like Jacob.
I just don't
Somebody who's going to
think.
be sweet and tender and not just after himself. Maybe that's what it is. He's not giving. He's not a giving lover.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing any more than she does.
Or maybe, I mean, yeah, he's like, oh man, I don't know how to make you feel things, but I know how to make me feel things. And so that's just what he does.
Maybe. And, you know, I don't know. It could be just a matter of this.
All of this razor thin
It,
innuendo, if
it
you're
could,
watching
it
with your
could
kids,
be
I'm
just
sorry.
this right here. He just don't do it for her. She can't get there with him
Maybe she just doesn't like him.
because she don't like him enough.
Or does he
She,
not have the right plumbing? Is she actually wanting something else?
no, I just think, I don't know. I just don't think it's Tomas. Now, I don't know. Tomas and Eva might click because Eva would take charge and he wouldn't have no choice but to be good at it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Del J thinks that Kat just doesn't have real feelings for him and that her attraction toward him is just to keep Eva away, not because she actually still continues to genuinely
I
enjoy
think
him.
the same thing. She ain't into him because she's into him.
No.
She's into him because she doesn't want Eva to have any kind of happiness.
Well, I guess that explains it. That
That's
explains it. Well,
absolutely
then
it.
she needs to bond more with Jacob then. That's the answer. She needs to spend more time with Jacob. They're going to be great together. Why not? Why not?
I don't think so. Jacob's taken
Who
already.
cares?
Well, that's not very nice.
It's a soap opera. Listen, his
What else
his
is going on?
Jacob's fling isn't a part of the main cast, so I don't care about her. I think Tomas is too much of a player and doesn't deserve Ava or Kat.
Oh,
This is Del J.
Tomas?
Yeah, doesn't deserve either one of them. He's just a chip off the old bill block, pretty much. He's learned
Yeah.
right working at that law firm.
I think you're right. I don't think he's really into either one of them, not
He just
100%.
likes the fact that he has them both.
But he like that feeds his ego like crazy. It would.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm sure he's looking at his tattoos after he's out of the shower, going, "Yeah, look at
Well,
me."
they're not trying to cover his head
Oh
tattoos,
gosh, no.
are they?
Oh, they don't. I guess they don't have the money for it. I don't know. I don't know. Or
Maybe it's just too doggone big.
I think that
Maybe.
cat. I feel like she wants to be more like a cop. A cop is her cousin's husband, and somebody should be getting along with. Says Kaiwan.
Hmm.
Maybe Kat will become a cop at some point. Wouldn't that be fun? Like when Hope Brady became a cop over on Days of Our Lives. Because she was a glamorous cop, ma. She was right out of Glamour Shots
Mm-hmm.
when it came to just the big hair and the
Yes.
outfit and the hat. She had the cop hat with the shield on it.
I remember those
Oh
pictures.
my
I do.
gosh! Oh my gosh! All over Soap Digest. I mean, it was a big deal because the Bradys. The Bradys were a big cop family, and then of course she was one through
Yeah.
marriage.
So are we switching?
That was a really smooth transition, wasn't it?
It was.
It was. It was. It was, and it was at the exact 30-minute mark as well. Are you ready to jump off, or is there anything else on Beyond the Gates you really, really, really were burning to talk about?
uh, no, not really, but I'm really looking forward to next week, and I'm really looking forward to the showdown of Dana Leslie
Yeah,
and Anita.
there's really a lot to look forward to on Beyond the Gates.
There,
They
oh
they've
my gosh.
they have laid the runway. The jet has been tarmacked or whatever it is to the right place, and we are hitting the gas, and we're going to take off and Beyond the Gates in the next couple
Oh
of weeks
my
with some
gosh.
exciting
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm going to hit the transition button. Now we're in front of a chalkboard.
All righty.
Yeah. So I mean, those pictures, because it was a big deal when Hope became a cop.
Yeah.
So, it was covered in the Soap Digest, and here's this big story. And it was a big story because that was a part of my little olden days flashback watching
I'm.
time that I was doing that I need to get back into and finish because, gosh, I'm curious. Um,
I bet she was on the cover of on Soap Digest multiple times.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And she got to hold the gun, the service pistol, the revolver, she got to arrest people. She got to do the physical beats, of twisting
Mhm.
somebody's arm and pushing them up against the wall and, I'm gonna get you, perp. And now fast forward to today. And she's on a
Yeah.
boat with Bo.
Yeah. Chilling out there.
Chilling out there, having a great time, taking the calls from old Patchy,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
who's on the case.
All right. Well, Matt, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about Sophia
I like
and Baby
Sophia.
Kokoro?
I like
Do you want
Sophia.
to talk about Xander and
I like
Sarah?
Xander too. Sarah, I'm so sorry for being such a smarmy bastard. I'm so sorry. Take me back because I love Victoria, not necessarily because I still love you. Um,
And here you have to beat up on Brady again.
well, I mean, Brady's beat upable, right?
I
Doesn't
don't
he
know.
just have that face of somebody you want to either kiss or punch?
Yeah, I
I feel like
guess.
that's the case in Salem.
That is the case in Salem. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Happy Sunday, Sandra. Coming in to settle in and talk about Days of Our Life, Sandra.
All righty.
Hopefully you're ready
Yes.
for
Hi,
that.
Sandra.
Soap Sunday continues. I mean, so Sarah wants to kiss his face, and Xander wants to punch his face, either with his fist or a baseball bat. Let's talk about Xander because Xander's great, and he's nominated for an Emmy this year, and we should talk about Xander.
All right.
This
Well,
poor man.
Xander's trying to get a hold of himself, right?
This
He's
poor,
gonna,
poor man. I have such
he's
sympathy
gonna
for
go
him.
talk to Marlena
Just
about
I just
maybe.
can't hold myself together. I don't know what to do. I drink a little bit and I just lose my mind and I need to talk to someone about it.
And it's just good, and I love it. And so the whole restaurant thing, and then the fallout, And then the conversation with Gabby, who's in this weird place where she's like, I need to push this for information so I can get to the bottom of the Demira Titan thing. But also at the same time, like, what a mess of a man in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
What an entire mess of a man. I have to take this a little bit seriously.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I find myself watching this and wondering because I can't call it screen testing because Days of Our Lives doesn't do obvious screen testing like General Hospital does. But Xander has interacted now with enough women that aren't Sarah that I'm wondering which is the one that's going to feel the most sympathy for him. The one that's going to be like, oh, Xander, let me take your pain away in my bed chambers.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, and it's not going to be Gwenny because Gwen is already just horribly villainous. Just what
Yes,
a bad
exactly.
person.
She doesn't have enough empathy in her to try to just piece Xander back together.
No.
She just joined him on his journey of
She,
that.
she would rather rip him apart and just see what happens with the pieces.
Yeah.
You know, Gwen did not come back to town looking to have fun scenes with her Matty.
Oh no.
Absolutely not. That Gwen is gone. All right, this is mess Gwen.
She called Maggie a tosspot.
I know. Mom. I know. She.
I can look that up, you guys. I thought it was like it was like
She
an
thought
overnight.
my mama
thing.
thought she was calling him a POS.
Right. It means a functional drunk. That's what it means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you agree with that assessment?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And she was, just a
Because
spot.
Xander has always been. He always had. He already has an aggressive nature to begin with.
And it gets
But,
exacerbated when he drinks.
Exactly.
He's an angry Scott. He's an angry fighting Scott. He's a stereotype, and he needs to stop
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah. And, he could wear a T-shirt that said "a-hole," just add alcohol.
Just that's funny. That's good. I like that one. That one's funny. That one's real good.
Oh, but what is this, Sarah? I'm not gonna wear this outside. People are gonna talk about me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing.
I really like working on the Xander impression. I do, especially when it's something stupid. Cause he just Paul Telfer. I love you so much, man. Like your angry is scary because you look insane. But then when you're like this whiny child because you didn't have it. I was the gardener before, and now you have these things, and now you're whiny about it a little bit. It's just so entertaining. It really, really is.
When he's really angry, for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it's the kind of the way he does his mouth when he's angry. He just reminds me of Jack Nicholson's Joker a little bit.
Where does he get those wonderful toys? Oh my gosh. What Kaiwan's talking about? Steve Urkel and AC Slater. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Are you watching a different podcast, Kaiwan? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Sorry, I got distracted. So back to Xander. Cause why not? Cause just why not? I wanted to wind up with somebody. I mean, at first I thought it was Gabby, but then Gabby, I don't know.
No.
Maybe I want Gabby with somebody else. I don't even know what happened to JJ. JJ's just gone.
I know he's just like
He's just
working
outta
along. You know how Days does that though.
Yeah, they'll put you upstairs for a bit. He's
They
hanging out
sure
with
will.
Lucas somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just like, okay, got your life over there going, and then pick up, kind of like that's where they've been, just busy.
Yeah, I was just been doing my thing over here on this side of town. Now I'm back on this side of town.
Yep.
Been a while. Oh, I've missed a Brady Pub burger. It's been a couple of weeks since I came in here for one. Then I just go on a bender. I'm in here all the time, and then I'm not.
Yeah. Now that I'm just really, really enjoying Emily O'Brien be back. I love her as Gwen.
Yes.
I love her snarkiness. She is not making not one friend though, not one.
No.
Maybe Kristen maybe a tiny bit.
But Kristen is hard up for friends.
She is.
She
Yes,
needs
and she's
companionship.
trying to figure out what she can do to Gwen to for her advantage in some way. Because
Right. It always
that's
turns out to that. It's how she thinks. How can this benefit me in some way? And I don't know. Kristen necessarily isn't in a position to be choosy when it comes to people who are interested in being her friend. So I just hope for the best when it comes to that. It's weird. Like I commented last week that it seems like the show has more to do more to come up with when it comes to Susan than Kristen right now. Unless she's the one that ultimately shot EJ, we'll find out.
It was a woman. The girl did it. Shot me right in the
that's
chest.
what EJ said in the
Yes.
hypnosis with Marlena the second time.
Yes,
It
yes.
was a
Please.
woman. It was a female. Now I don't know at all. Now I was last week thinking it was little Rachel. Now I'm thinking no, it's not.
I'm still on Chanel did it, honestly.
Really.
Yeah.
So you think what Chanel, because Chanel's saying that tape of her, that film of her,
It's AI deepfake, that's what she's saying.
yeah, she
I mean, it
says
still could be.
to it.
I mean, it would be because they don't have footage. So no matter what, it has to be AI deepfake, which I think is fun. I think it's fun because soaps haven't really done the AI deepfake thing yet. They've done doctored footage and edited tapes and audio that's not me and that sort of thing. But when it comes to like today's technology of deepfake videos and such, they haven't used that terminology
Right.
all too often in the world of soaps yet. And so I think it's cool and fun that they did it, that it's there, that it's doing that.
So I don't really know now. I'm not sure who.
I
did
think that's the whole thing, right? We're supposed to be on this ride of maybe but it's not, but it is, but it's not. But maybe it's Roman, but no, he's just putting the gun away from Johnny. But why did he get it from Johnny? What did Johnny do with it? Johnny left it in the hands of EJ, and what happened to it after that? Well, somebody got it, and it's a woman. And then Roman still put it away, so maybe Roman still knows a little bit more than
But
we
it
than
also
let
has
on.
to be somebody traumatic. It has to be somebody traumatic.
I think Chanel really fits that because EJ has been responsible for a lot of bad things that's happened in Chanel and Johnny's life, and the timing was right for it. He had wrecked the adoption. He had confessed these terrible things that he did to Sammy that led to the birth of Johnny. Johnny was wrecked and horribly sad by it, and just F you, EJ.
You want to hear something really dumb?
Sure. You want to see something really scary?
It's Marlena, but Stefano did it.
Maybe. Wouldn't, yeah, well, there you go. There you go. That's how you fix it. That's how you make it so nobody did it. Why not? I mean, Marlena's been Salem stalkers and Salem stranglers and satin slayers and psycho murderers and the devil. You know, why
I don't
not?
know. That
Why
just puts
not?
a weirdness on it. That's all.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it, and then it can tie back into the whole Tony Anna story and what they got going on there when it comes to like my brother's still alive, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he's out there somewhere, still alive. Got to work on it.
And Susan thinks Susan's feeling the whole
You
stuff.
just got a bad aura about you. The characters on Days of Our Lives, folks. The characters, just the gamut of voices I'm able to go through on this dumb podcast because of the characters that exist.
I enjoy talking about this nonsense. I
Gosh,
really
it is just so
I really-
dumb and goofy, and it really is a good time. It really, really, really is. Sandra thinks that they're going to decide it's little Rachel who pulled the trigger. And then a couple months down the road, it's going to turn out to be somebody else.
I jump off and on that train every week, it seems like. I think that, and then I don't, and then I think that, and I don't. But I guess it's working, huh? The whole plot line is working on
It
me.
totally is. It totally is. I mean, yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do. You don't know. And then Sandra
I think
continues.
there's a slight chance it's Belle as well.
See, that's kind of a new addition to the suspect list. And Sandra continues, then a couple of months down the road, it'll turn out to be somebody else. A twist. This is like the All My Children path of things, because the person who pulled the trigger in All My Children was seldom the person that pulled the trigger by the end of the storyline.
It's true.
They did that a lot on All My Children.
Yeah.
It's like, it's you, but it was really me! Palmer.
Okay. So the jury is still out. We don't know who.
No. And actually, before the jury could even come back with a verdict, Johnny needs to find himself a new lawyer.
Yeah, because he done fired
Because he's
himself.
like, you just accused my gosh darn wife to get me off, you dumbass. You're fired. How is this? How does this make any sense, Dad? You're gonna put my wife in jail to protect me? This is not how. This is not
And
what I
right
agreed upon.
before, and right before they walked into the courtroom, he instructed his dad, "Do not throw her under the bus. You work for me."
Yeah. I recognize that EJ was like, you're gonna have to forgive me of anything that I do. But EJ also needs to know where the line is, and I think the line is the one that they signed on the marriage certificate. I think that's probably the line that EJ shouldn't have crossed. So dumbass move on his part. Not only has he lost Belle in this trial, but he's also lost Johnny. And soon he's gonna lose his only friend Marlena because she's the one that shot him.
Wouldn't that be a dumb twist, though? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't
Oh
it?
my gosh.
Well, though, I decided a few months in of watching this show that I was on board for the goofiness. Still am.
Sandra's expecting sweeps for the big reveal of who actually shot EJ. I don't know because this
When
is
is
also sort of anniversary time
When
for
is Sweeps?
I don't know, November.
It's kind of far away.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, I think that right now also they're not making a big deal about it, but I think we're starting to lead up to anniversary time for Days of Our Lives. I think that's what, October.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. So I think we're getting some big swings here for maybe that event, maybe before sweeps. I don't know. I'm not back there. I'm not writing this thing.
No.
I don't know.
Let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay, what do you want to talk about next?
We need to talk about Sophia
Sophia and the babies.
and the
And the
baby.
baby, which of course is still living with Javi because Leo has to stay at that hotel. But
Yeah,
with
they
the
sequestered
Hernandezes.
his butt, didn't they?
What was that?
They sequestered his butt.
They sure did. You can't be out in the public collecting, bias.
Yeah.
November 8th is the anniversary. August,
Okay.
September, October, November. I guess it's a little further out. Maybe it's not about the anniversary. I don't know. Maybe they don't find this to be a big thing, or they don't care about sweeps.
It's only August right now.
Or Sandra's totally right, and we're gonna find out that we think it's somebody, but then the big reveal comes later.
Could be.
I don't know. I wonder when Day of Days is gonna be, asks Jeannie. We're not sure. I don't have a date yet. I haven't gotten any
We
emails or
haven't heard.
nothing.
Typically the last 2 years it was in October both years.
Well, hopefully it'll be October again. I imagine it will be.
And the Emmys are supposed to be then too.
Well, let's pray for the same weekend.
I'm hoping.
Okay, so Sophia and the baby. So she's really working very hard, Melinda as well, to get Tate to cool his jets and not go see this kid. Like, what do you mean I can't go see it? Because they just adopted the fucking thing. What are you gonna just be like, I want dinner with you guys? Like, what do you want to... Come on, Tate. Calm down.
Right. I mean, I understand why Tate feels this way. That was not how he thought it was supposed to end. He wasn't led to believe that was the way it was.
I
gonna
was
end.
supposed to at least meet the kid once.
Exactly. He wanted to have closure with the baby, hold it one time, tell it that he loved it, and then say, I have to let you go.
He needed
I love-"
closure with the baby.
Yes,
for
that's all
himself.
That's all he wanted. But at the end, it seems like he had kind of let go of that idea, told Sophia. But
Come on.
Bobby's already thinking that is Sophia's baby.
So, I mean, the big mistake, and of course it's soap operas, which is why they make these choices. But the big mistake was to not just take the baby back to Salem for a day and be like, I had the baby while I was on the road. Say goodbye.
Exactly.
I mean, that would have been the easy thing, but of course that's not the choice they made because Sophia needed to get rid of this baby now. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it. And that was the real pull.
She really had a meltdown though when she saw him the last time. Sophia really had a meltdown when she saw him the last time.
Yeah. And Sandra speculating now. There we go. All right, Sandra's speculating now So now we have a peek into Javi's secret. Obviously, a child somewhere.
Yes, he has a baby. They touched on that a little bit this week. Yes, they did. Javi understands what it's like to have to let go of your baby.
See, but he's as gay as the day is long. How does this happen? He had relations with a woman?
Well, yeah, that happens quite a bit.
Oh my gosh. He's not a Gold Star gay?
He's always been a gold star gay, but he didn't find a star right away.
Oh
That's
no,
all.
then that makes him not a Gold Star. He's just starry. He's just out there doing his thing. But not a
Well,
Gold Star.
anyway, yes, but yes, I believe that yes, Javi's got a baby out there somewhere.
Well, I want to meet the baby. I think Ariana deserves a cousin. You know, out there, and I wanted to be a troublemaker, and I wanted to be 20.
I guess she's gonna stick around, right? She's gonna go to Salem and stick
Oh yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah. She's applying for classes, all that sort of stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be. Hey, Mom, do you remember Sierra? She was on with the Bo and Hope and all them hanging out in the hospital. You remember her? I called her Snooky.
No,
You don't remember her?
no.
Huh. Well, she's married to Ben, who's a killer, who's also played by Robert Scott Wilson. Like her character is married to that Ben guy. I guess they got
Oh,
married
okay.
in Beyonce. Anyway, I mentioned that. I'm sorry that you don't remember her because people are like, I want her to play Sasha on General Hospital, and I don't agree with that. And I wanted to mention it, and but you don't remember her at all, so you can't contribute to that
Oh,
thought.
I don't remember Sierra.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will's story too about Ari. Oh, great! I guess Will's coming back. Gabby with Will. Javi has a kid. All that sort of stuff. Look at that. Oh, it's a Will story too about Ari because Will is gay as the day is long. And he's got a baby, but he didn't start gay,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't Will straight first? The gay thing happened after. Was that what's his name? See, there was a dad that
don't
became
know.
gay. There's lots of stuff that happened on Days of Our Lives, Ma. There's lots of stuff.
Yeah, there is, huh?
Too
Lots of
much.
stuff that we didn't see.
So, and
First
then
pass around.
and then when we hear about it, it's hard to remember it all, and so it gets all confuzzled.
I wasn't watching then, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I
No,
don't
and
know.
there's a lot of family connections that are still relevant in Days of Our Lives,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't understand that connection to, even though it's happened just 5 years ago.
Yeah, we need. Unfortunately, we need
What do you
a
mean?
funeral event for us to really put together all of these different connections from these families.
Sometimes.
It really helped out when it came to understanding like Paul and John and even with Sammy recently coming back, having their moments of reflection and stuff. That was good and informative and nice and emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandra and Jeannie
So
have been
who do
watching a
you
lot.
think?
You have been.
So what do you think is going to happen, Matt, with Baby Tesoro? I mean, already Javi suspects that is Sophia's baby. Already,
Yes. I think
Sarah is gonna, as soon as she sees that baby, she will realize that is Sophia's baby.
I think that
She already knows about it.
I think that yeah. I think that Javi is going to know about Tate's desire to have met the child, and that's going to be the deciding factor when it comes to giving the kid up. Because they're going to have a moment. They're going to have a moment of, oh, this is Sophia's baby, but I've just grown to like Tesoro so much. What do I do? I could, but should I? And they don't want him, and maybe I could, and there's going to be a little bit of tension there. But ultimately, I think the fact that Tate has wanted this bond in this moment is going to
I think
lead to
Tate
the
is
decision.
gonna try to take the baby eventually.
I don't know how deep into like villainy or whatever we're gonna get. Why would he need to take a baby that was
No,
never?
I think that he's going to just fight for the custody of the baby eventually.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
gotcha. I don't know. I don't know if it would even need to get that far. I don't know. I don't know exactly, because it's not. I understand why you say that, but that's more of a General Hospital move. They love family court on General Hospital.
That's true.
Haven't really seen that too much on Days of Our Lives yet.
No, not yet.
I mean, there's been like, oh, I want my daughter and you can't, and shared custody and this, that, and the other thing, but
I'm sure in the past there has been a Brady and Kristen kind of court thing about Rachel. We just didn't see it.
I would imagine
There's
so.
lots of
I would
them.
imagine so. But I get the instinct. I get the instinct to want to have a custody battle and fight for the custody and that sort of thing. But that would require Sophia being like, well, no, this kid must go up for adoption. And I don't think that's something that the courts can decide.
No.
You know, I think if the dad
Well,
wants it, they get it.
I don't think the baby will wind up going for adoption in the end.
No, he's gonna wind up living with Tate.
He's gonna find out. He's
Tate
gonna
and Holly getting it on once more. Tate and Holly raising that baby. I'm
You
not
know,
for it. I don't like Tate and Holly. I'll
he
just say
did
it.
get busy, and Sarah walked in on him.
This is Sarah. I thought it was Belle. I don't remember anything.
Oh, it was Belle. It was Belle. Yes, they were Marlena's apartment.
And Belle was like, "Oh, just Tate, you already had one baby. You know what to do, right?
Protection. Yeah.
If you want some love, you better wear a glove."
Well, Desi was before, and look what he got. He got a baby Tesoro out of it.
They're gonna keep that name too. All right, Tesoro Black.
I think they should.
Oh, let's talk about Sarah slapping Xander. Well, Melissa, you tell me all about it. What did you think about Sarah slapping Xander? What'd you think about it, Ma? You tell me
I
more
thought it
about
was
the
a
soul
good slap.
violence.
I thought it was a good slap. It was, but isn't that just Sarah jumping on the Xander train? Maybe she needs some anger management too.
Maybe they need anger management together. The courts will decide that neither one of them can have the baby.
Yeah,
Marlena must raise it.
I was kind of expecting her to slap him and then kiss him.
Oh, I don't think we're there yet. You know, we got to get over the initial mountain of tension first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They
Yes.
do have good chemistry, though. I
They
think
do.
Xander and Sarah have good chemistry.
I mean, they were good together. I like them together, and I like them apart as well. You know, they fight and they love together very well.
The reason why I like them apart a little more has nothing to do with their relationship. It has to do with what Xander is up to if they're apart. Because if they're apart, Xander is doing some good, entertaining soap opera
He
stuff.
gets to do more bad guy things. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Let's see. I feel like there's one more thing that we should touch on, but I'm having trouble remembering what it was. Because
And we
usually,
talked before.
we get three. You know, usually we got 3 topics, right? You know, per show, But I can't remember what it is. Well, I mean, it was Court and Baby heavy. It was Xander and Sarah heavy. You know, like. I guess those
Yeah.
were the 3. We talked about the Court, the baby, and Xander. We did talk about 3. Okay, there isn't something that was missing. We did it. We did it, Ma. We did it once again. Boom, having a good time.
once again.
Talking about soaps. Days and Beyond the Gates and General Hospital here on this channel. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Be
Whoa,
back
whoa,
next
whoa.
Sunday to do it again.
Yeah, let's get out of here, folks. Let's go have a great Sunday afternoon, you know? It's getting there. It's almost 3 o'clock, you know? The sun's still bright. There's still time for some lunch.
There is.
There's still time for a little bit of family time. There's still some time to get out there on the ball field and swing for the fences. There is. There is. Where's my Rafe? Once a week is not enough, asks Jeannie. Well, hopefully things will heat up between him and Kat, you know, as she's deliriously kissing Chad. What did I do? Oh, my goodness.
They
Oh, my.
spent a lot of time on Cat being sick laying there, didn't they?
What did she get?
I don't know.
Was it COVID?
No, they said she had strep throat. That's what they
I
said.
know. I know.
Yes,
I
we
know.
both have strep throat.
Goodness.
And now Chad's got the strep throat too.
You gotta take care of me now. They're sick together. They're in elevators together. It's just like the universe can't let them be apart. And on that note, folks, like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
If you like the video, like the video. If you enjoyed yourself, subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us all Sunday morning talking about soap operas, Days of Our Lives, Beyond the Gates, and General Hospital. And who knows? You know, now that we got all bunchy as subscribed, who knows what we're going to come out with. We'll have to arrange something with Ma later on to talk about Tristan Rogers. Dedicated good, half hour or whatever, just honoring him. We'll have to do that this week, Ma.
Okay.
Pump out
You
some more
let me know
content.
today.
Okay, we'll do. We'll make it happen. But past that, leave a comment if you're not watching live, and if you are watching live, come back later and leave a comment, share with your friends, all that sort of stuff. Swing for the fences and don't let the gate hit you on the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I'm in Cat.
And we'll catch you next week right here on the 10th Floor Podcast channel at 11 a.m. for General Hospital. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.